Robert Kiyosaki is an entrepreneur, investor, and educator, best known for his best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. First published in 1997, this book flipped the world of personal finance upside down, challenging traditional beliefs about money, school, and success. In this summary, we'll break down the key life lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the ideas that turned it into a global phenomenon and helped millions of readers rethink their financial future. But first, what's with the title? Robert grew up with two father figures. His biological father, the poor dad, was highly educated, had a stable job, and believed in climbing the corporate ladder. Then there was his best friend's father, the rich dad, a high school dropout who became a wealthy entrepreneur through street-smart thinking and financial education. The contrast between these two men shaped Robert's entire philosophy on money. Let's dive into the top lessons. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. Poor dad said, go to school, get a job and earn a paycheck. Rich dad said, let money work for you. Most people are stuck in the rat race, working hard just to pay bills. Kiyosaki argues that true wealth comes when you build assets that generate income whether you work or not. Lesson 2. Financial education is more important than school education. You can be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer and still be broke. Why? Because schools teach people how to earn money, but not how to manage or grow it. Rich Dad taught Robert to focus on financial literacy, bar graph, understanding assets versus liabilities, money bag, how money flows, houses, how to evaluate investments. Lesson 3. Know the difference between an asset and a liability. This is one of the most important ideas in the book. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Poor dad thought a house was an asset. Rich dad said, not if it's draining your income. Kiyosaki urges us to spend less on liabilities like cars and big homes, and more on assets like real estate, businesses, or stocks. Lesson 4. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. Employees trade time for money. The wealthy trade ideas, systems, and investments for money. Kiyosaki's message? Stop relying solely on earned income. Start building passive income. Money that comes in without you clocking in. Lesson 5. The rich focus on acquiring assets early. The earlier you buy income-generating assets, the more time they have to grow. Examples: rental property, stocks that pay dividends, intellectual property, books, courses, patents. Kiyosaki stresses, start small, start now, just start. Lesson 6. Mind your own business. This doesn't mean quit your job today. It means, while you're working for someone else, start building something for yourself on the side. Start a side hustle. Buy a small property. Sell something online. Over time, your side project becomes your main source of wealth. Lesson 7. Don't fear failure. Learn from it. Poor dad avoided risk. Rich dad encouraged calculated risk. Kiyosaki says failure is the best teacher. Every entrepreneur or investor fails. The difference is, the rich learn fast and don't quit. Lesson 8. Taxes and debt are used differently by the rich. Poor dad saw taxes as a burden. Rich dad used corporate structures and debt to reduce taxes and buy more assets. Kiyosaki isn't saying avoid taxes illegally. He's saying, learn the rules of the game. The wealthy use good debt to buy cash-flowing assets. The poor use bad debt to buy stuff they can't afford. Lesson 9. Work to learn, not just to earn. Take jobs that teach you skills, not just those that pay well. Want to be wealthy? Learn sales, marketing, communication, negotiation, leadership. The more skills you master, the more freedom you create. Lesson 10. Your mindset determines your wealth. Rich dad always asked, how can I afford this? Poor dad said, we can't afford it. One mindset shuts doors. The other opens them. Kiyosaki says your mindset is the first asset you must invest in. Rich Dad, Poor Dad isn't about shortcuts. It's about shifting your thinking, building your financial education, and breaking free from the system that keeps most people stuck. You don't need a six-figure job. You need a six-figure mindset, and the courage to take control of your future. Thanks for listening to this audiobook summary of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If this helped you think differently about money, Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more summaries like this. Focused on wealth, mindset, and building the life you want. Books. Buy the full book, using the affiliate link in the description. It's a must-read for anyone who wants to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck life. Until next time, don't work harder, work smarter.